Alright, we are back again with another tutorial. It was about a year ago that I made a quick little video called the Quick and Quirky Santa, and it was not a tutorial, and many of you wished it had been at the time. It was just a little 10-minute video with some music behind it, I believe. And that's what we're going to do today. Knife only project. Anybody can do this, like absolutely anybody. Don't get too caught up on the details. A little bit straying here or there, it's fine. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to go through and we're going to do one just like this using a 3-inch piece of basswood, an 1.5 inch square, but not really because I split it in half. So let me show you a couple ways that I split the wood in half. You've seen this before, but this is just a 2x4 with two 45-degree cuts on the table saw. Just cut off 2 45s, and that gives you your center. Find my blade there, tighten her up there, and put my piece of wood on there and cut it. Like that. There you go. Now you say, I don't have all these fancy tools. I can't split my wood. Well, if you look at the grain of your wood, and kind of get close to it. All right, I'm just going to set that here, and keeping in mind that we don't have to have a perfect cut. I scalped the back with a gouge on this one. In fact, I even bellied it, or curved it both ways. So it's not that critical. As long as you're following your grain, put your chisel, knife, hatchet, whatever you got. Give her a little love tap. All right. There's your piece of wood, okay? So that's super simple, and there's no reason why you can't make this carving. And like I said, you can clean up the back, you can take a gouge and scallop it, you can belly it, but yeah, you don't have to have all that fancy stuff to split your wood. Let's just kind of mark center on that. Center is, let's say, center is the center of the nose. So we're going to span the nose over that center mark, okay? So let's just start off with cutting that nice and deep. This is the bottom of the nose. All right. We'll dig that in there pretty good. All right. And now let's mark the top of the nose. Same way. Just going to come in. All right. Now, we've got this bottom of our nose here. I want to bring those flared up on the side of it. See that? Just bring it up a little bit. Give a little bit of a bottom. And then the same thing on the top. We're going to bring that down. We're going to come down like so on each side. Like so. Now you see here, I'm cutting back to the bottom. See that angle? See how that angle is back to the nose? I want that nice nice back angle on the eyes. All right. So there you go. We can go a little bit deeper even. All right. A little bit deeper. There we go. All right. Now, let's just pretend our nose here. We're going to bring some angles in on the nose. All right. Just going to come. Don't cut in this way. Cut in this way. Kind of straight away. Bring that around. All right. Same as this way. There we go. Okay. Now that's a boxy looking nose, right? Let's just kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm not getting super detailed on the features. If it looks like a nose, it's a nose, right? Just thinning it up a little bit. All right. Something like that. Okay. Then our eyes. I'm gonna keep playing with this nose. I want that top a little bit thinner. A little bit thinner. There. Okay. Now that little eye shelf there, I'm just going to come a bit on an angle. Do it one more time, just a little bit deeper. All right. So our center mark should be center of our nose, still on our eyes. See that? There we go. Like so. Now let's take that bottom of the nose. Let's bring that over to the sides. All right. So basically, I'm just going to come put a little V cut on there. All right. You know, on this side, this is basically the ball for the hat, and on this side, it's the hair. All right. So, see that? All right. We can all these thin edges. I don't like to keep a thin edge anywhere because you can roll that, break that off just with your running your finger over it. So I like to thicken up the edges a little bit. These are all going to come down anyway and be cut off, but just for anything in the future, don't keep a sharp edge on it because you're going to lose it. All right. Let's just take this off too for now. Take some of these corners off just to see where we're headed. All right. So we're going to put the well, let's take this back a little bit here. I'm going to show you right away. We're going to draw the eyes in, and they're not going to be it's just the cartoon eyes again, and they're not going to be huge. All right, but if we just draw those in, even we don't even have to cut them in. But if we just draw them in, then we know where the brim of our hat's going to be. All right, so just going to draw a line just above the eyes. You can see just a bit of a curve there. It's all going to be thinned down, but I just want to have that set in place. And yeah, so let's pretend we got our ball here. All right. Let's draw the hat. Like I said, this is so, whatever you do is fine. You know what I mean? Like there's no right or wrong. That's why I say it's a super simple, easy project. Just cut the corner off of there. Cut the corner off of there. See, we were making our hat shape already. Let's cut that ball in all the way around. Just kind of dig it in with a little V cut with your knife. All right. Just gonna set that in place. All right. Like I said, we're not going to finish it. We're just setting it in place, but we want to get that cut of the hat flop. We want that hat flop over before we run our brim of our hat into it. All right, so let's do that right now. Now this is a fairly good deep cut. Make sure you got your safety glove on. We'll save some cuts. All right. There we go. Flatten that out a bit. All right. See? Very easy. I'll just start taking some of these edges off. We want the we don't want any of these saw marks on the top either. So we're gonna put some little whoop-de-doos and whatnot in here just to give it some character. That. All right, but I want to cut that. Let's cut the saw marks off of there. We're getting there. See how the difference here now? You can see the space that I have here. I want the same space over here. All right. Now, that is hair on this side, but the ball hides the hair on this side, okay? So we're going to do this like that, and we're going to shorten up the hat now. See that? And then we're going to bring the hair out. You'll see, it'll all make sense, but we can kind of roughly say we're going to have a brim of a hat, too. So, just thin this up here, like so. Put a little cut in here. That'll be the bottom of the hair, or the bottom of the hat, sorry. Bring the hair up. So you can see how that goes. We just want to keep eyeballing this side and this side. We kind of want them to be, they don't have to be exact, but they should be similar, right? Okay, so I'm going to take the bottom of the hat here. I'm going to draw a line with my knife. Right around like that, right into that other cut. See that? Now I'm going to come underneath. Just removing that. Never put the hat on top of the head. The hat encompasses the head. That's a big mistake a lot of people make, is that the hat looks like it's sitting on top of the head instead of over the head. But you can see now where our eyes are. That's just about right. Okay. There we go. We're getting there. Now, looking at our nose here, we're going to have our beard. All right. Beard is going to be very simple. We're going to have a little flare like that. Like I said, that ball seems to come in. So let's take this hair. Like that. Like I said, we can take the bottom off too right away. Come up to the hair. Okay. Yep, something like that. And then let's just make that little transition from the beard. Give it a nice cheek. So I want that nice deep V right to the nose. Both sides. I'm gonna cut a little bit of an angle. I'm gonna do the exact same thing in the bottom. Be nice deep, and that will also bring out the bottom of the nose. See that? That brings the nose out. Alright. I'll just put that cut in here too. And the same on this side. I'm just going to run that knife right under there. There we go. Now if we want, we can come up beside the nose on each side. Take just a little extra. A little extra. There we are. Now, we've got this pretty much settled where we want to have everything. We can bring the beard around, cut around the bottom more. Same thing with the bottom saw marks. We're going to cut them off there. Now the beard itself, it can be as random as you want. You can do a windswept one way or the other, but like I said, we're just keeping this super simple. Now let's highlight some of these things like this ball here. Let's get that in there deeper. All right. All the way around. Let's just get that like it's deepen those cuts up. Same as these corners here. Let's thin this temple area out here. Come up into that corner, like so. Same with these. Anywhere where we can get a little 3/4 little chip cut, always gives a nice little shadow, a little extra. See that? All right. Alright, so we can, let's just take a pencil. We don't want to get too fancy again. All we're going to do is a couple cuts. A knife, bring that mustache up. There'll be no mouth, no nothing. Just a nice, easy mustache. This is actually a real fun little carve. This is so simple, and people get so caught up on trying to follow something exactly where it's totally not necessary. Just have fun with it. If something's different, it makes no difference, because who knows? Only you, right? And it's not wrong. That's the beauty. It's never wrong, right? Always trying to get that extra little corner in there. See that? Adds a little shadow, little point in there. Alright. You can make that. I'm making this mustache fairly square. You can make it rounder. But, see that? Now I said, look at that. I say, oh, this is nice and round. This isn't. So let's go over here and round that. Bring that in a little bit more. Alright. Alright. The hair can be a little bit more swooped. Okay, we're missing the brim of the hat. Same thing. Just choose your thickness of the brim. What do you call that? The trim. All right. When we come to the outside, we want that brim to sit out. Why do I keep calling it brim? Is it a brim? Hat brim? Sure. Alright. Alright, well, let's just attack the eyes. I'm cutting in just a little bit of an angle into the eye. You've seen me do this 100 times on other carvings, the cartoon eyes, but just sticking my knife in, a little bit of an angle, and coming out. I'm going to put a little cut on the bottom straight in, pop that corner out, right? Same on this side, a little cut, pop the corner out. Oh, didn't get the corner fully. Alright. And I'm just going to come up underneath. See that? There you go. There is Santa. So, now what you want to do? You want to add some character, a couple little twists and turns and whatever, but if you want to go taller, you can make a pointier cap. Alright? But, yeah. The hair is out here, so I want to bring that in. you know what? From here, it's whatever you want. Now, when you look at these guys here, what I do, this one here, I made the beard. I made, see the cuts? They're just random cuts. Same as this one here. So let's just put a couple random cuts in here. All right. Nice bold cuts. All right. Now, always be thinking about the wood that when you're pushing like that, that could split. So keep your fingers out of harm's way at all times. But yeah, there you go. A little bit of a bump there. We don't have to have that. We can take any cut. We can go a little bit. We can go on the bottom. Bring it right around. All right. Look at that. All adds a little bit of different character. Yeah. If you take a V cut, if you take one side, a little bit off of there, a little bit off of there, see that? Let's see. So we got. There you go. I mean, if you want to do a little bit of a few more little facets on everything, you can. But for a quick video sake, I would say that you've got your Santa Claus. I'm looking at him again really quick. I just realized I thinned the temple on one side, but not the other side. So we can just thin that out a little bit. See that? Just kind of bringing that temple in. There. Put your finger on both sides. You can feel it. Better. Good. So, take a few minutes, go around your carving, sharpen up any of these little cuts or deepen them here or there, or create some shadows. But yeah, we just about got it. Now, here's something that you might want to do too. Like I said before, this one here, you see how I bellied that, or not bellied it, rounded the back? You can, you got lots of play on both sides. You can take your knife and, you know, clean up the back, you know, and just contour, right? Or take a gouge and just put gouge marks in, like that. See that? But for now, all we have to do is get a little eye screw and a little wire. You buy these once because you buy a package of these little hooks and you got like 500. But just get some little eye screws. Find center with your nose. Put your little eye screw on there. Bob's your uncle. All right. There he is. There is our super simple Santa ornament. A lot of fun. It's a fun, quick little carve, and they're so satisfying. And I mean, really, you'll be cranking these out in 10 minutes max. And yeah, it doesn't hurt as much to give away to people either when you make a quick little carving. So look at the painting on this. You'll know I have a couple videos on painting. Make sure you get a little bit of dry brushing on there. Again, I have a dry brushing video, but yeah, paint them up. I didn't go with the colors on the eyes. I just put a black dot with a little white highlight. So keeping it simple, and yeah, have fun with these. and I will be back with another video sooner than later. Big thanks to those who bought me a coffee this week and purchased merch as well. Always appreciated, never expected, but it sure does help the channel and keep me motivated to make more. So until the next one, signing off, and I'll see you around, guys. Later.